All right, we are back. Day 2 of the 2-day 9-ball tournament here. Handicapped event, high roller version. We have Bart versus CJM. So this is a race to 7, actually. And Bart gets a 1-game head start, no money ball spot. CJ breaks off, pots the one and one of the sides, I think. And has a look at the 2, I believe. All the balls are down table except for the 8-ball, which is near the cushion, a little more than 3 diamonds away from the upper left-hand corner pocket. Goes into the cushion, into the 2. 2-ball comes down, threatens the fluke in the upper left, but remains on a slate bed. So Bart to shoot. The 7 and the 9 are close together. The 7 is on the racking template. Shoots at the 2, but the 2-ball rattles out of the upper left. Kicks back down table. White ball remains up table, just to the right of the break box. Off the cushion, so CJ's got a good look at this. Might have to go into the 6. The 6 is kind of on top of the 3. Maybe lower, not near, but close, in the region of the lower left. And he overcuts the blue 2. White ball comes up and looks like he's got a partial snooker. I think Bart can see a piece of the ball, but I don't think he has enough of a potting angle to make that 2-ball disappear. He might be trying to use a little spin to try to pot this ball. No, he played a safety. I don't think he's trying to pot that ball. And he got the snooker behind the yeah, he snookered behind the 6 and the 9. But it's not a difficult to hit the ball and get a rail afterwards. Just what happens beyond that is sometimes hard to predict. So he goes into the rail, goes into the 2, sends it up table, and he's going to get a snooker out of the deal. So nice return volley by CJ. Bart, once again, his snooker, this time it's 100%. Has to go to a rail to get at this ball. He wants to try some kind of masse or something. They're not that low percentage for practicing. Most players don't, though. Or you could, sometimes you gotta tell yourself, hey, there just ain't no way. So now what do I do? You still got a cue in your hands. It's still your inning. So what do? Try to tie something up. Try to make the table as difficult as possible for your opponent to achieve a clearance, even though they're going to have ball in. So you're just playing survival, basically. But he's going off the left rail and 2. Yeah, that was not a high percentage play, but hey, sometimes you just gotta go with your gut. So CJ at the table with ball in hand, shooting out the 2. Yeah, 6, 7 balls left on the table. The 5 is just off the rail, 1 diamond up from the lower right-hand corner pocket. 9 balls on the foot spot as he shoots the 2. Brings a white ball to the right of the 9 and down. But he's still got an angle here to work with. Still in business. He's got a natural angle to go like into the 7. Yeah, just tap it out of there. You still got a good look at the 6 or the 5. You're not that far away, about 4 feet, 4.5 feet, something like that. 6 balls also down the table. and then space about a diamond away from the 9 to the left of the 9. And he's also got a little hamper queuing over the 8. And we are playing all ball fouls here, so if you disturb that 8 with your hand, that's a foul. Cuts the 5-man, nice shot. And he's got a bank. Or a safety. Me, I'm banking this thing all day long. Twice on Sunday. But maybe it's not the highest percentage play. Yeah, he banked it in. Nice shot, CJ. Hope he didn't hear me. Nicely struck. Yeah, CJ, I've seen him in here multiple times. He loves the game. Likes to compete. Down on the 7, forward to the rail, to the left, and nice little angle, nice little potting angle. But the 8 is pretty close to the rail, so he's got to, he's got to send that 8 ball past those side pockets, those points, those knuckles, whatever you want to call them. And sometimes you just catch it, so it can be a little nerve-wracking, but no problem for him. Little follow, he's straight in on the 9. Open hand bridge, yeah, CJ does not use a glove. Some guys like him, some guys do not. Man, he had a little body movement there, and the 9 ball rattled out and left Bart straight in the opposite. We've all done it, guys. We've all done it. I know I have more times than I care to mention. 9 ball down. Bart has 2. You go machine outside. You go outside, get put money. Yeah, I look. Okay. Alright, I'm back. Had to step away as CJ snookered himself. I just saw the white ball come to a stop. Most of the balls are down table, a little bit of traffic below that first diamond there as he kicks into the 9, then hits a 3, rolls the ball to Bart, ball in hand, sir. But yeah, the 4, 6, 9 8 are not quite parallel, but they're all kind of in a row near the first diamond off the bottom cushion here. So they're not a cluster per se, but tight quarters. The good news is he's got ball in hand on the 3. 3 is a couple inches away from the side pocket. The 4 is just above it. So he can get an angle to try to come below this 5. I don't believe the 5. Okay, taps the 7 though. Ooh, he may have. Yeah, he got himself. Or maybe not. Maybe not. He's going right at it. He was making faces, so I thought he was snookered. But he was not. He come down, tap the 5 down, and he's got to look at the 5 with an angle. There's a couple things he could do here. Try to get position on the 6. Decide what pocket you want to put it in first of all, and then arrange your decision-making paradigm accordingly. He went into that 6, but in the course of doing so, disturbed the 8. Now he's looking at a 6-8 combination, fairly straight, and not, the white ball is only about a diamond away from the 6, so not that difficult to pot and give it a little center ball stop, little center ball stun. Most likely you can have a shot on that 6 just like that. He actually went forward, but that works as well. Yeah, he's on it. He's on that 6 again. White ball's about a diamond away from it. Just wants to avoid that 9 on your trip up table with the white ball after potting the 6. 7's above the side pockets, left of center out in space, more than a diamond away from that left long rail. So he could play it in several different pockets. All of them, theoretically. So he pots the ball, rolls forward, brings white ball in between the side pockets, down a little, and left of center. And again, he's like less than a diamond away from that 7. So it looks like, let's see what he's doing. Move forward? No, it looked like he was going forward, but he dips his cue at the last minute. So he's not always addressing the white ball where he's going to contact the white ball with his tip. But it's a technique that works for some players. I've known a few very good players that did that. I wouldn't make a ball if I did that, but it works for some. He did not cut the 9 ball enough. So it remains, it goes all the way up table between the first and second diamond off the rail of the upper right hand corner pocket. White ball ends up in between the second and third diamond up from the upper left off the cushion. And you can cut this ball in, you can bank this ball. What's your pleasure? You can play safe too. But most players can try something offensive here. Yeah, he went for the bank, but the 9 remains. The white ball ends up on the first diamond, top cushion, giving Bart with the 9 ball not far away, a couple inches maybe 3, and it's got to send that 9 ball about 9 feet down to that lower left. Or the side. No, he's going left. And 9 ball down. Good shot, Bart. Bart has 3. Not an easy shot. CJ to break. Breaking off left side. Breaks him hard. Yeah, I forgot that about CJ. He blasts the rack. He does not baby it. He is a fit young man. He's using all his body strength to power into that break. And he's on the one. On the one. 2 balls up table as well. The 4 is in between the side pockets. The other colors are down below. No clusters and no balls are on the rail as he pots the 1. Gets a nice little angle on the 2 to come down table for that red 3. He's got to have a plan to avoid snookering yourself on the 9 or the 6. And he does hit it smooth. Nice little stroke there. Brings the white ball down kind of parallel with the 9, sitting near the foot spot. And he's about 3 feet away from this red 3 ball here. 4 balls in between the side pockets. He spins out of the pocket after potting the ball. Watch out, 6. Oh, he may have got himself. He did. Yeah, he snookered. Got to go to the rail. And scratches. Did not cook. Did not hit the 4. Scratched inside. So Bart to shoot with 4 balls on the table. He's going to shoot the 4 on the side, roll forward for the 6, making sure that you have an angle to bring the white ball off the rail some kind of way. Play position for that round 7. Yeah, good shot. Little follow enough to make sure he had a nice little angle. Make sure that white ball. Now he can do whatever he wants. He could follow the ball off the cushion. Most players will screw back with a little spin to bring the white ball above the 7. But you could also, yeah, he looks like he's going with my idea, or is he? No, he's. I don't want to guess. Yeah, he screwed back a little spin. He wanted a couple more rotations to the left. The white ball's like right in between the side pockets, just left the center line. But still a very good look at the 7. And he slides that ball into the pocket using pocket speed, and he's on the 9. Time ball down. Bart has 4. This game will really test your resolve sometimes. Not easy. Challenge matches, challenging yourself. A lot of people don't even try to do something like this. For me, I looked at it now as character building, trying to achieve a difficult task against difficult circumstances or difficult opponents sometimes, and still try to prevail. No one's going to win all the time, but hopefully with every loss you come away with some lesson learned that you can apply in the future. That's what I try to do anyway. Because ain't nobody will win every time. And there's crossover value too. You can use that experience to other areas of your life as well, if they involve disappointment on some level. Look at this. 2 balls. Going to be in front of the 9, and CJ is going to go for the 2-9 combination. And he might hit this one pretty hard as well. I've seen him do that before. Didn't hit it that hard, but the 9 would not cooperate, and it remains, goes up table near the head string right of the break box, off the rail, leaving no easy shot for Bart. I believe that 6 prevents him from trying to attempt to cut the ball in the lower left. Unless he's got that pesky 5 ball there, that's right where his bridge hand would normally be. So he's gonna bank safety something. 2 balls still rolling. I think he's gonna get it to the long rail. So no easy shot on the side. Still available for the upper left. Available for the slow roll stroke, or maybe a little low left pinch draw. He hit it harder than that, and the 2 ball still on the table, down table. Available to bank, maybe? I believe you couldn't bank it. Yeah, you can bank this ball in the side. Have the white ball stay down table for that 3, which is just to the right and below of the 2. Or you can play safe. A lot of guys like that. And he got a good one. Yeah, that 3 is in the way. It's in the way. I don't know if he can even try to sneak to the left of that 7 with spin. Try to grab that 2 ball, get a piece of it anyway. But I don't know. I don't think he's got the angle for that either. So he might try to. Is he jumping? Yes, he is jumping. He's real close to that object ball. Wow. And he gets over, hits the rail, then hits the 2, and drives it to a rail. Nice shot, CJ. That, I would not have attempted that. That's too close to the 3, but he got it over somehow. Kind of Jeff DeLuna style. Who does these insane jump shots. As I have seen up close personally several times. So now Bart is left with nothing easy. CJ trying to slow his roll here.
Robert S and then table 6. Robert S and then table 6. Sander and B table 8.
So Bart plays a safety, 2 ball up table, white ball down table. Looks like the 6 is, yeah, it's right in the way. You're not gonna do that. He goes for some outrageous jumps sometimes, and sometimes he makes them, and other times stuff goes flying. So he's jumping over this 6 ball. But man, that white ball is gonna be bouncing with good force when it lands. He might even bank the 2 in the lower right, but yeah, he couldn't quite get it over at 6. I kind of have a jumping rule for myself, and if I'm going to jump over a ball, it's got to be less than a diamond away for me. That's where I put my settings, because that's just not something I want to do. Is risk. Bouncing a ball off the table. Makes me feel bad. I don't want to feel bad. But, some of us are more risk takers on the table. And I take plenty of them, believe me. I'm way too aggressive for someone of my experience, but what you gonna do? Ooh, Bart, ball hand. he slides that white ball down table, almost snookered behind the 5, but he's got to look at the 3. But the white ball, you got to have a plan for that white ball. Position will not be automatic. Might be trying to play safety and overcut the ball. I'm not sure. No, he prodded the ball, no problem. Watch out 8 ball, watch out 9 ball. Okay, cut the 9 off the cushion, but he still has a decent look at this is 5 in the lower right. But he's got to, as they say, come with the shot here. Nicely done. Nicely done. Not straight in, but pretty good. Yeah, he can roll forward. He has no danger of following it into the side pocket. And the 8 ball's available about diamond away from the upper right-hand corner pocket. And the 9 is above the head string to the right. So it could be a blocker if you catch it just wrong. So you have to decide which side of the 9 do I want to be on. Before you shoot, I'm going to be on this side. I'm going to make sure I get on this side of the ball. Because if you don't, a lot of times you end up in the middle. And he scratched to the side. So he made a choice, but yeah, that side pocket. Don't move. It's always there. You always have to account for it. So CJ, ball in hand on the 8. Alright, so he's gonna, he goes right 3 rails, but he didn't get enough of it. So he's gonna have to bank this 9 ball. Lined up for a bank from the lower. Yeah, bang. Banks in. Alright. CJ banks in the 9. He's on the board. He has 1. And after this match, we have got a top quality match coming up just right after this one. We're going to have Preacher and Liu, both pro players. So stay tuned for that. CJ breaking off. CJ does not use the playing glove. Breaking off left hand side. 1 goes down, 2 goes down. Something else went down. Potted 3 balls on that break. 6 balls remain. The 6 and the 7 are on the left side of the table. One's below the side pocket, one's above. 5 ball is out in space down below. 9 balls on the foot spot. 3 is deposited in the lower right. And he rolls off, pushing for a follow shot on 5. Rolls forward, taps the side rail. Straight in on the 6, screws back a little bit, but leaves the white ball on the cushion. But still very serviceable here. But again, watch out for that right-hand side pocket. You know, it's ruined many of my days from time to time. Always have to account for it. And he did. He kept the white ball above the side pocket. Taps off the rail, and he is straight in. Oh, but again, a little body movement. little body movement, so his plans were foiled. 8 ball and the white ball are way up table, and Bart has, I mean, it's basically straight in, a little bit of an angle, but he's so close to that the black 8 ball. There's a hesitation that happens when you follow the ball, hit the white ball on top of its axis, and it just changes the way you got to play these shots because they don't react, and you got to avoid this double hitting it. And he just did it. He pulled it off nicely, very nice. It didn't bother him. Nice stroke timing on that shot, and he's on the 9. Nine ball deposited. Bart has 5. And Bart to breaking off the left-hand side of the table. Like most of the players, they use the rails. They don't want to break from the break box. Feel they have better chances doing it that way. And he breaks off the one ball, caught the knuckle, the upper knuckle, the right-hand side pocket. Kick back down table. White ball's in between the side pockets, left of center, up a little. One ball is right in the middle of the break box. Almost dead center, off a little. Or the 5 ball, sorry. One ball's down table. I'm looking at my monitor, the colors are a little different than what you're seeing. One ball is down, brings the white ball up. For 2 on the side. 2 ball down, he comes down with some spin. And he's on the short side of the 3. Pots it in, no problem for him. White ball comes up and over. About a 4.5 foot shot on the pink 4 ball. Gotta get back up table for that 5. But he kind of one-stroked it, and 4 rattles out. So Bart returns. But the white ball is on that rail, I believe. Frozen to it, so close I can't tell the difference from here. But he's got the 4 in the upper left, and he can just roll forward because the 5 is just to the right of it, less than a diamond away. Yeah, 4 ball down, white ball goes to the left-hand rail, out for an angle. He wanted more angle than that. He's smiling. But still, you got, there's just, I mean, you can get on this 6, but you got to stay down and no body movement, and apply a good stroke with the top right English, and white ball, it has to go where it has to go. You make it so. He screws back to the left-hand rail and out. So he's got no shot. He's got a bank, I guess, if he wants to. More likely he'll just play a safety. Yeah, not everybody is comfortable with those shots. I have come to enjoy them myself. But some players shy away from not really force follow, but follow with spin. You got to aim slightly different than if you're hitting the ball with no English. And yeah, so it's not the easiest thing in the world. Meanwhile, CJ is snookered on the 9. He's going to go to the air. And he jumps over, gets the hit, gets a rail, good shot, legal shot. Yeah, CJ, when he jumps the ball, a lot of times his arm is at a different angle than lined up with the line of sight of the shot. You see a lot of players do that when they're jumping the ball, not just a back and forth, but it's kind of a side stroke, sidewinder jumping stroke. Bart shoots a six ball goes into the rail, bounces around, white ball down table near the top cushion, and CJ is straight in on that 6. They can pot the ball slowly. You try to jam it in and force the white ball to the right rail, and that's super duper difficult. So he cuts down. Hey, while this side pocket top, just cut it down the rail. Nice shot, CJ. So the 9's in the way. It can't make the 8 in the lower right, so you have to screw back below the 8 to the left of it. He got a little body movement there, so 7 ball remains. And Bart is going to have to shoot the 7 in the upper left. Can't see the whole ball. But I'm looking right at it. He can pot the ball in the upper left. And he does. White ball is going to threaten the scratch, but remain outside of the jaws to the lower right-hand corner pocket. And he's got 8 in the side. 9 ball's not far away. You can pop it and stop it. Ooh, like that, except you missed it. You just caught the knuckle. And again, little body movement there too as well. Just jacked up a little. And it's easy to give it a little twitch or flinch, if you're on your tippy toes or something. It affects your center of gravity and all that happy stuff. And as a result, sometimes you miss. CJ on the 8. But he does not cut the 8 ball enough, so it remains, and it's going to be available for Bart in the left-hand side pocket. This time the white ball's away from the cushion. But just got to bring the white ball 6-8 inches to the right for a nice shot on the 9 in the lower right-hand corner pocket. He goes below the 9, and he's going to tap the 9, which he did. And it's still available. He's super close to it. I mean, maybe, 1/8 of an inch or something away from the between the white ball and the 9 ball, but it's available in the upper left for sure. But you would have to elevate your cue quite a bit, actually, to avoid even the appearance of a double hit. And Bart shoots, but he overcut the ball. Goes to the left-hand rail. And about 8.5 feet away from the white ball, which just came all the way down table. 9 ball is a little over a diamond away from the upper left, off the cushion. And CJ overcuts the 9 into the rail. It comes out for a pretty close to a straight-in shot for Bart here. He's shooting off the rail, but you don't have to do much with the white ball. Pop the 9, don't scratch. And he avoided the scratch. Bart has 6. He's on the hill. He's going to 7. CJ is he needs to win 6 in a row. CJ to break. Did not hit him hard. And nothing falls. Yeah, the 9-ball break can be quite an elusive task. You gotta change your approach sometimes. Sometimes, back in the day when the 9 was, the 1 was on the spot, there was benefit to hitting the rack hard. Hit the 1 full hit hard, and usually you get some kind of result. But now it's different. It's more of a pool shot than it is a break shot, in a sense. Because you don't want to use max power. You just don't get results when you do that. Bart shoots the 1 into the top cushion. It comes near the side cushion of the head string, off the cushion. So CJ plays a safety. The white ball comes down, but it does not scratch. Avoids the scratch in the lower right, and leaves Bart about a 5-foot shot on this one. So CJ is still fighting. He's not giving up. He is not giving up. I've seen it so many times. Some players, if they're faced in a situation like this, they just, abandon any, in their mind, they've given up kind of thing. But CJ has not succumbed to that emotion. Easy to do. Easy to fall into that mindset, but he's still battling hard. And he took a swing at the 9. 3 ball is down. White ball still going behind the 9. I think he can hit the ball. He can't pot it though. And he's going right at it. Yeah, he was taking a swing at the 9. I think that ball bounced over the 9 instead of contacting the 9, because the 9 didn't move. But regardless, good hit, legal shot. Bart to kick. Yeah, I had to kick at it. Sent that 2-ball up table. And did he get? Yeah. He's got both cues in his hand. And he chooses the short one. Yeah, you see his arm there? It's like 90% 90-degree angle, I should say. And he jumped over, but white ball is on the floor. Bart has 8 balls left on the table. The 7 is up table. The 4 is in between the side pockets, left of center. The 6 is between the first and second diamond, up from the lower left. 5 ball is just below, to the right of it, near the knuckle of the lower left-hand corner pocket, almost on the rail. The 1 and the 8 are right of center, below the side pockets. The 9's on the foot spot. You are now up to date. One ball down. White ball goes to the left of that blue 2. And you might want to just use the 9 as a blocker for his white ball. Just roll forward a little bit, maybe, perhaps, possibly. Yeah, like that. And sent the 9 towards the lower left, but it settles above and to the right of the pocket. Or above the pocket, I should say. About a finger's width off of the side rail. And Bart shooting the 4 about 3 inches away from the left-hand side. Pots the ball, screws down and around. And he's going to have a sharp angle, very sharp angle on this 5 here. White ball's less than a diamond away from the orange 5, but he's going to be stretched out. He's a right-handed player. He's stretched out using the wrists, and he needs to keep the white ball on the left side of the table for that 6 if he's going to pop the ball. And that's what he's trying to do, but he just didn't get quite enough angle there, and the 5 ball hangs up in the jaws, the lower left-hand corner pocket. On the lower knuckle, it looks like. So, kind of deep in the pocket, and CJ is hampered over the 7 as well. Pots the ball, the white ball veers to the right of the 6, so I don't know if you can. The 6 is not frozen, but close enough to the cushion to where you have to kind of consider it to be a frozen ball when you're choosing how to play the shot, because it can react almost the same as a frozen ball. Funny things can happen when faced with that situation. He cuts the ball, he cuts it in, and it falls. Ultra thin cut. He's about 5 feet away from that 7, but he's got a workable shot here. The 8 and the 9 are right on the right side of the table below the side pockets. The 8 does not pass the 9 in the lower right as CJ shoots, but the 7 does not fall. So Bart on the hill, 3 balls to go. Decision time. You can do a whole lot of things as far as white ball position here off this brown 7, but you have to decide beforehand. I want it to do this. I want it to go here. I want it to go off the rail into this ball, whatever the case may be. But you got to have that plan cemented in your head before you start swinging that cue. Sometimes that's the hardest part. And there's a lot of things he could do. Could go for the combination. Could try to get the white ball underneath the 8 and shoot it in the upper right. You might end up with a banking situation. You just never know. And, he might have thought about it a little too much, because he missed potting the 4, or the 7, excuse me. And it is real close to the middle left-hand corner pocket. But I don't know if he's got a potting angle for this. I don't think he does. He might go rail first. Or 2 rails off the bottom rail, side rail, and into the 7, cutting the ball into the pocket. Looks like that's what he's trying to do here. And you'll have a look at the 8 just like that. Good shot. And yeah, natural angle to come around. At least you got a look at the combination. You got distance to work with. It's not an easy combination, but you got a couple of shots at it. You can shoot the 8 directly into the 9, or the 8 might go off the cushion into the 9, also potting the ball. And he went into the cushion in the 9, but he did not pot the ball. And white ball. Got the snooker. Sorry about that. Hey, that's 9 ball for you. Rules of the game. This is not for the faint of heart. So you want to play 9 ball, huh? Okay, here you go. and he needs these two balls to complete the match. But CJ is still fighting. He's still trying. He hasn't given up. I can see a little frustration in his body movement, but he's holding it together and still fighting. Still fighting. And Bart hits. It comes. It's gonna go. It goes. It goes. It goes in the left-hand side pocket unintentionally. But he has a little bit of an angle to deal with here, so this shot is not automatic. And you got to watch the white ball. That right-hand side pocket can be a danger. No problem for him. Bart spins in the 9-ball, winning the match by a score line of 7-1. Back in a few minutes.